The Assembly will now take a decision on draft resolution E65L5 entitled Road Interface Harmony Week. On a point of order, Tunisia, you have the floor.
شكرا سيد الرئيس. بيدي أود أن thank you Mr. President. My delegation would also like to join the list of states supporting this draft resolution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's noted. Let us now take a decision on draft resolution A65L5 entitled Road Interface Harmony Week. May I take it that the Assembly decides to adopt draft resolution A/65/L5. It is so decided. Before giving the floor to the speakers in explanation of votes, may I remind delegations that explanation of votes are limited to 10 minutes and should be made by delegations from their seats. I will now extend the floor to the representative of Belgium who will speak on behalf of the European Union.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chairman, I have the honor to speak on behalf of the European Union on the resolution entitled World Interfaith Harmony Week that was just adopted. The European Union would like to extend its thanks to the delegation of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan for the constructive spirit in which it has led the consultation process on this resolution, as well as for its readiness to incorporate in the resolution a number of suggestions put forward by the EU. The European Union welcomes any call for dialogue, peace, tolerance and mutual understanding among people and nations. It is in this spirit that the European Union has drawn consensus on the resolution, based on the following understanding of some fundamental issues raised in the resolution. Mr. Chairman, it is an established fact that religions, beliefs, and faith are considered actors under international law. Therefore, the European Union has drawn consensus in the understanding that dialogue amongst religion, faith, and beliefs in PP2 and OP1 refers to dialogue among individuals with different religions, faith, and beliefs. As in other areas, any obligation of states with regard to religious affairs does not exist vis-à-vis any religion, faith, or belief as such, but solely towards individuals or group of individuals, and in full respect for both the individual's freedom of religion or belief and the independence of religious institutions in matters of belief. The European Union is therefore the view that PP4 and OP3 cannot be read as giving states a mandate to influence the manner in which individuals relate to their faith or beliefs, or to impose their views on the substance or manner of any interreligious or intra-religious discourse. Furthermore, some European Union member states have regulations and policies whereby the state is strictly separated from any religion. Therefore, we do not feel compelled to intervene in religious discourses in places of worship. However, the European Union fully subscribes to the wish expressed in the resolution for respect and understanding between followers of all religions, faith, and beliefs. Mr. Chairman, while acknowledging the importance of interreligious dialogue, the EU wishes to state that both interreligious and intra-religious dialogue are additional and complementary components of intercultural dialogue and a culture of peace. Religion or faith may constitute part of the multiple identities of individuals, but it is our understanding that by solely addressing one of the sources of identity, the resolution does not wish to imply a lesser importance of the others. In this respect, the European Union would like to highlight the role of UNESCO in promoting all aspects of intercultural dialogue, as well as of the UN Alliance of Civilization in promoting understanding and cooperative relations among nations and peoples across cultures and religions. Finally, Mr. Chairman, the European Union wishes to state its understanding that the call for interfaith harmony expressed in the resolution and for dialogue among religions, faith, and beliefs in PP2 and OP1 is not limited to specific, for instance, monastic religions or beliefs, but is in fact meant to include all followers of any religion, faith, or belief in a universal and inclusive manner. I thank you, Mr. Chairman.
May I thank the representative of Belgium on behalf of the European Union for a statement. Can I now give the floor to Norway?
Thank you, Mr. President. Norway would like to thank Jordan for the manner in which it has conducted the negotiations up to their successful conclusion today. Norway welcomes this important initiative as we recognize the importance of peaceful coexistence between individuals of different religions and faiths, and the importance of interreligious dialogue in order to promote peace and understanding. For the record, we would like to add that we fully subscribe to the understanding this provided by the representative of the EU of some of the fundamental issues raised in the resolution. I thank you.
Thank you very much, representative of Norway. We have heard the last speaker on explanation of vote. I will now give the floor to the distinguished representative of Jordan on a point of order.
Mr. President, forgive me for taking the floor again, but I wish only to thank the delegations, and in particular the now 29 co-sponsors, for the constructive spirit in which they engaged with us throughout the process of negotiations. In this context, we would like to assure the European Union that we agree with the fine distinctions they presented in their explanation after the vote, and we are grateful to them for their support and contribution. Thank you again, Mr. President.
Very much, Jordan. I will now give the floor to Turkey to address the floor as well.
Thank you, Mr. President. We welcome the adoption of the draft resolution about the World Interfaith Harmony Week, and the initiative undertaken by Jordan. On this occasion, I would like to extend a warm welcome to His Royal Highness Prince Ghazi bin Mohammed and thank Jordan for introducing this noble initiative. We are honored to be co-sponsor of this resolution and pleased to see that it embraced by the wider membership. This shows commitment of the world community to making the world more peaceful and harmonious for future generations. We believe that this call for peace, tolerance and mutual understanding will further contribute to the promotion of a global culture of peace around the world. For its part, Turkey will continue its efforts to promote our common values of peace, tolerance and respect for humanity. Thank you.
Ambassador of Turkey and Permanent Representative. I will now give the floor to the OEC, its observer, to speak on this matter.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, my delegation takes this opportunity to thank the delegation of Jordan for having brought forward a resolution on promoting goodwill among religions in order to advance a culture of peace. For several years now, the United Nations has taken up consideration of this agenda item. Over 10 years ago, member states adopted the Declaration and Program of Action on a Culture of Peace. And not long thereafter,
adopted the first resolution on promotion of religious and cultural understanding, harmony, and cooperation. The creation of a culture of peace among the peoples of the world is not a task to be taken lightly. All persons have a responsibility each and every day to promote peace, tolerance, and mutual respect among all persons of the various religious traditions. Setting aside a week in the coming year for the purpose of raising consciousness regarding our common commitment in this regard certainly highlights the importance of this responsibility and can be instrumental in concretely translating love of God into love of neighbor, which means not only those of our own religious tradition, but each and every person, because everyone has dignity and value. Mr. President, my delegation commends the manner in which the mission of Jordan carried out consultations regarding the President's resolution. Some of my delegation's proposals were taken into consideration. At the same time, however, my delegation hoped that the resolution should have focused more on the importance of dialogue among religions at the institutional and authoritative level. In this regard, for example, one thinks of the various formal responses to a common word between us and you, including the Catholic-Muslim Forum, which is an ongoing initiative in which many scholars of both religions have been meeting on a regular basis to advance interreligious dialogue. Moreover, the resolution does not express clearly the difference between faith at a personal level and religion at a more institutional level. In this sense, my delegation would have liked the title of the resolution changed from World Interfaith Harmony Week to Worldwide Week of Interreligious Dialogue, Understanding, or Worldwide Week of Interreligious and Interfaith Dialogue. So also, my delegation would have preferred the word interreligious in the text instead of interfaith, and the misleading word harmony replaced with dialogue, respect, or tolerance. Mr. President, respect for religious and cultural diversity in an increasingly globalized world contributes to international cooperation and promotes enhanced dialogue among religions and persons. On the occasion of the adoption of the text before us, my delegation takes this opportunity to reaffirm its ongoing commitment to promoting mutual understanding, respect, dialogue, and collaboration between Catholics and the followers of all other religious traditions. Thank you, Mr. President.
I thank the representative of the Holy See for his eloquent speaking. The General Assembly has thus concluded this stage of its consideration of agenda item number 15. This meeting stands adjourned.